Anybody wondering why I have a jacket on? I normally don't wear a jacket, but right after the game, for some reason, man, I was starving, and I ate a couple wings, and the sauce got on my shirt, so I decided to cover it up so you guys couldn't see it. I'm excited, man. Anytime you get your first win of the year with a new bunch of guys. I thought we did some really good stuff tonight. Braxton did a great job. It was a career high for him in points and made 3-pointers. When Craig told me about that, I was like, that's his career high? Because it seems like the kid's been here like for 40 years. But he said he's had a bunch of games around 20, but never at 23. I thought he did a tremendous job getting us going. It was good to have Markell back on the floor, even though he didn't score. But when you look at it, he had 10 assists. He led us in assists and rebounds. He moved the ball. It's good to have a legitimate point guard out there to be able to make some plays. I thought we did some really good stuff. We came into the game knowing that we were going to play against a very elite scorer in Davis, and he is. But what we wanted him to do we wanted him to take a lot of shots to get his points, and we did what we want. We accomplished what we wanted to, meaning that he scored 28, but he took 23 shots to get there, and we did a great job of defending from the three-point line. So a lot of good things. We've got to build on it. We want to get better in certain areas. We were able to get out of transition and get some easy baskets, which we hadn't got in our scrimmages or against Georgia Tech. So I'm excited about where we're moving, and we got to continue to get better. So questions? Don't let everybody speak at the same time.
Could you just speak to the dynamic Manny Bates is bringing to your team? I know it's early, but still.
And I'm glad you brought that up, and I probably should talk about it a little bit more. I mean, the dude changed. He's a game changer on the back end of the press. I mean, what did he have, 7 blocks tonight?
Yeah.
I've got to give him a little bit of credit, and I would ask everybody to be a little patient with him because, the first thing when you think about a post guy, you think about how good or effective he is offensively. But it doesn't account for the mistakes that he erased that we make. When you look at, I think against Georgia Tech, he had 5 or maybe 5 blocks, and then 7 tonight, and that's so he's averaging around 6 blocks a game. But he's getting better. He's starting to get more confident in his role. He's got to do a little bit of more talking on the back end of it. But I like where he's going with everything.
Was Markell's shooting tonight a product of rust from not practicing for a week and the ankle, or was it just one of those nights?
Yeah, I think it was a product of both. He hasn't been out there. It's tough when you really haven't practiced. And he only practiced yesterday a little bit to get back in the flow. And it's hard just to come back in and play. I thought he passed up some shots. I was yelling at him on the 3 that he made, like shoot the basketball. But he'll be fine. I don't worry about him because I know when his scoring comes back, it gives us another weapon on the perimeter.
Do you have a discussion with your sons that one day they can be as good as Antoine Davis?
I don't, because I hadn't played him yet. But he's a good player, man. Give that kid a lot of credit. It's for Mike. It's got to be really tough to coach your son, because when your son's a point guard and you win, everybody thinks you're great. But your son's a point guard, you lose games, they complain. But that being said, a great kid, man. I had fun talking to him before the game and as the game was over, and he's a good player. I mean, he has a chance to play at the next level because he scores the ball. But I haven't, JC.
But are you going to hope for it?
Probably not. Talk to him when it comes to my sons. If they're fortunate enough to play Division I, Division II basketball, all of the recruiting would go through my wife. I won't do any of the recruiting. Trust me.
Along those same lines, did it kind of feel like a coaching convention here with Mike and with Cal in the house, and I don't know who else?
I don't know about a coaching convention, but it was, and Cal, give him credit, he came up here to see his son. It's tough when your son's playing for another team and you got to take care of your own team. I talked to Cal 3 days ago, and he told me he wanted to come to the game. And I took the opportunity to tell him to take it easy on A.W. Hamilton when he played, and he beat him by 40, so he ain't listened to me at all.
CJ Bryce had another good game with 19 points. Is that the kind of senior leadership you're looking from him?
Yeah, you know what? He had he had a quiet 19, but I thought he did some good stuff. you know, if we're going to be successful, our veteran guys got to, you know, obviously lead us. C.J. Bryce is one of them, Markel's the other, but he's put together 2 back-to-back games, and when you get to a senior year, that's what you want from your seniors, to be able to do that. But I was very happy with C.J. the way he played. I wish he'd have rebounded the ball a little bit more. Last game he had 11 rebounds. He led us in rebounding. I thought we had some opportunities against the zone to get some second and third shots, but we didn't get them for whatever reason.
You have about 5 or 6 more games before you actually go right back to the ACC. What are you hoping to see over the next few weeks?
Well, I just, you know, not even that. You know, I'm smart enough not to look past everybody else to try to get to the ACC games. But I want to get better in certain areas. And we came into this game, number one, defensive transition, I didn't like it against Georgia Tech. I thought we did a good job tonight. Offensive transition, I didn't think we did well against Georgia Tech, and we did better. I want to do a better job rebounding the basketball. I thought we gave up too many second and third shots. That being said, we'll go from game to game. I want to see improvement the next time we play on Wednesday. And as we go along, by the time we get to the ACC game, then obviously we've showed up and got better in a lot of areas.
What is the status of AJ Kim?
AJ just wasn't feeling good, and he was going through a couple personal things, and he and I talked before the game, and we thought it was better that he just sit out this game, but nothing at all.
Coach, how about DJ? Any update on DJ?
No update on DJ. Thanks for asking, though. All right, guys.